Kirk, I have not seen the whereabouts of Miss March.
Helga, do you have enough sheets for the new boarders? Since the war ended, Professor, people are coming from everywhere. Miss March!
What is it, Mrs. Kirk?
Miss March received a telegram. A telegram, Professor? She may have inherited a great deal of money. She could be an heiress. Then again, it could be a terrible tragedy. There is no telling, is there? As her good friend, I think you'd be concerned for her.
We are not good friends. We're simply acquaintances.
I see. Helga!
You and the others in this boarding house are under the impression that Miss March and I have some sort of kinship. We have simply gone places together.
The theater?
Yes, I took her to see Hamlet.
A pathetic tale it is.
Very pathetic. And I've given her 3 German lessons.
3? That many?
And I've taken her to the park to hear speakers, but Miss March barely seems to know I exist. She's preoccupied. She rushes past me like the wind.
Mrs. Kirk, have you seen the professor? Behind you, Garth. Guten Tag.
It's Guten Tag, Miss March. The word is Tag. It means good day.
Well, I know what it means. When you taught it to me, you said Guten Tag.
I would never say Tag.
Well, I'm sure you did.
Well, I'm sure I didn't.
All right, then. Guten Tag. And it is very Guten Tag. A wonderful Guten Tag. And I have some amazing news. I came to New York on a dream. I knew it might take me a while, but all I've been hearing since I arrived is leaving right there on the pile. But today I woke up and decided it's time. Time to achieve, time to drive, time to fly.
Miss March, tell us what happened.
Sometimes when you dream, your dream is just a guess. Sometimes when you work really hard, you don't know if you'll ever find success. So I grabbed the story to sell and got ready to raise hell. Then I marched at the door and headed right for the weekly volcano press.
Henry Dashwood, now he is a man of taste.
Dashwood was a fiend. He sneered at my distress, tossed my story high on the stack, but I was determined I would progress. I said, sir, I'll wait while you read, but alas, he disagreed. So I jumped in a chair and read it right there at the weekly volcano press.
You did what?
I read for you.
since I felt the touch of another hand.
Then take mine, and take my shawl, ragged as it is.
You have completed your journey. My sword is yours. It will protect you from your enemies. You may return to the moors. Your fate is in your hands.
She raced the forest, raced the moors where she cried, Braxton, I return. I shall free the most eternity. Fight me!
I always knew you'd come back to me. They always do.
She thrusts, she parries, she backs them up and pins them up against a tree. She leaps up onto a craggy rock, her sword swishing and swooshing. Never has she been so determined. She is on fire! Pity she hadn't taken dueling lessons. When out of nowhere, who else should appear but the long-forgotten Rodrigo? This is your end, villain. I've waited a lifetime to destroy you.
Who are you?
I am your worst nightmare, Braxton. I am her sister! And then Dashwood got on his knees, crying, "Sell this to me, please." Then he ordered for more. Now I'm writing for the Weekly Volcano Press. I'm ready for dance with thee. My dresses are perfect. I'll take what is rightly mine with curtains of fur. I will not switch. I won't be forgotten. I will shine all dazzle more. I'm ready to take her. I've taken us all. My destiny's here to down. All is for
What is the word?
amazed.
Flabbergasted. And delighted.
Christopher Columbus, today I feel anything is possible. You were right, Professor.
About what?
Everything. I'm going to be a published writer. $15 whole and 25 more for my commission. We're rich. I feel rich. Do you dance, Professor?
No.
I don't either, but I could now.
Miss Marsh, we should celebrate. Have you ever been to the Broadway Gardens?
Are you asking me to dinner, Professor?
No. Yes.
I should like that. Miss March, I almost forgot in all the excitement. This telegram arrived for you. More good news, I suspect.
Open it, Miss March.
Today I could start a revolution. I could...
What is it, Miss March?
Is it not good news?
Dear God, no. My sister Beth has contracted scarlet fever. She's gravely ill. I must go to her immediately.
I'm so sorry, dear. Sorry for you and your family.
Is there anything we can do?
No, thank you. Mrs. Kirk, tell your girls.
They'll be fine.
Tell them to keep reading.
I will.
Miss March, you will be back?
Of course.
Miss March, I'd like to accompany you.
Accompany me.
Yes, you shouldn't travel alone.
I traveled here alone. I should be fine.
Miss March, feel good.
Yes. I'll need good luck.
Your simple acquaintance is leaving the professor.
Yes. I'll go get her right away.
The flowers, John.
Of course.
It's magnificent! But Mr. Lawrence, you shouldn't have.
But I did, and enough on the matter.
Joe?
She's ready.
Everything's in place.
Meg! Meg, where are you taking me? You'll see. Is it Amy? Is she back? No. It's not Amy, and she's not back. Then what is it? Patience. There. Mr. Lawrence?
Over here.
Your piano.
No, Beth. Yours.
Mine. No, Arnie.
There was no arguing with him.
But why, sir?
Because it kept calling. Where is that dreadful little March girl? It missed you.
Go sit it, Beth. Thank you, sir.
Measure it. Play something for us, Beth. Sounds good.
I forgot to tell you. I received a letter from Lori this morning. He had been in New York.
Lori was in New York?
Didn't he tell you?
No.
I'm sorry. He had been in such a bad way recently. I insisted he do business for me, then go to Europe and enjoy himself. And guess who he met up with in Florence?
Who?
Amy and your Aunt March. Miss March, may I join you?
It'd be an honor, sir.
My dear Professor Thayer, I've been meaning to write you. So much is happening here. My sister Meg is having a baby. My sister Beth is very frail, but I know I have the means to make her better. I'm taking her and my mother to Cape Cod, to Falmouth, for a few days. With all that's going on here, I'm not sure when I can return. I do miss New York. I miss those volatile exchanges we had. I miss our walks in the park, listening to the speakers shout that they would change the world. I too would like to change the world.
Yes, of course. She asks how I am, and so how am I. I go through my usual days. I wake up, I go out, time goes by. My days are exactly the days I have lived since arriving here. In fact, what I am is a maze that just comforts me year by year. I work and I eat, like there's muffins and jam. The house is nice and quiet now. That is how I am. If I live there, how can I reply? I go through my daily routine. I give lessons, I wait. Time goes by. Yet lately I find there is pleasure in humming a silly tune. And sometimes I go to the park and I sit there all afternoon. Some evenings I swear I can hear a door slam. The house is far too quiet now. That is how I am.
sister. That is the most beautiful kite I've ever seen.
I shall leave you two.
No, Mommy. Stay.
I'll go write a letter to Father and tell him how beautiful the Cape is at this time of year. I love you.
Oh, Beth, isn't this a dream come true? Come, out of the chair. Help me put this kite together. Tell me all about New York.
It's a circus.
A circus?
Yes, waltzing camels, dancing clowns. Sometimes you see them right out on the streets.
And the women, are they shameless?
Some of them anyway. I'm going to take you there.
To New York?
We're going to dine in the finest restaurants and see Shakespeare and ride the omnibus and mingle with unsavory characters.
Joe, I have a gift for you. Marmee says this shell is over 1,000 years old, and I believe that once upon a time it had a beautiful life. If you put it to your ear, it talks to you.
What does it say?
It says, "We grow up too fast. You are a woman of the world now. I am so proud of you, Joe."
When you were first born, not an hour old, I told Marmee,
Beth is mine.
everyone has someone special in the world. And, my sweet Beth, I have you. Give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. Let's imagine we're flying through the air. We'll ascend until we're out of sight. Light as paper, we'll soar. Let's be light up high above the sand. Feel the wind, the world at our command. Let's enjoy the view and never land. Floating far from the shore. Some things are meant to be. The clouds moving fast and free. The sun on a silver sea. A sky that's bright and blue. But some things will never end. The thrill of the love that I feel inside for you. We'll climb high beyond the break of day, sleep on stardust, and dine on bits of moon. You and I will find the Milky Way. We'll be mad and explore. We'll recline, aloft upon the breeze, door above, sail on with windy ease. Pass the days, doing only as we please. That's what living is for. Can I tell you a secret?
Anything.
I never made plans about what I'd do when I grew up, and I am not afraid to die. The hardest part, Joe, is leaving you.
I won't let it happen. You'll get better. You will.
Some things are meant to be, the tide turning endlessly, the way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, some things will never die.
must respect those who have the reins until you wrench the reins from them.
Yes, Aunt March. Marmee! Joe!
Remember, Amy, you're a lady now.
Yes, I'm a lady. Meg! When did this house get so small?
As we grow grand, the world around us often diminishes in size. I have known people who have almost disappeared before my very eyes.
You're such a dear, Aunt March. Thank you for everything.
I'll go see to that wretched coachman.
And remember, Aunt March, we must respect those who have the reins.
Very good.
Maggie! Meg! Oh, let me look at you. You are so beautiful. Let me look at you. You're a mother now. Twins. I can't believe it. Neither can I. Marmee, Marmee, Marmee. Oh, Amy, my baby's home.
Oh, you're all grown up.
I am, Marmee. I really am. I'm older now. I'm sophisticated. Oh, you wouldn't believe all the experiences I had. And wherever I was, I thought, if only Meg were here, if only Joe, if only Beth. Amy, I'm so sorry I couldn't be here to say goodbye to her. I cried for weeks. I couldn't stop. Aunt March said I was being unreasonable, but my heart was breaking not to be here for her.
Beth understood.
Joe!
She said, tell Amy not to fret.
Did she really say that?
Oh, she was so brave until the very end.
I'd bought her this metronome. The man selling it said there wasn't another one like it. Where did we get that magnificent piano?
Mr. Lawrence gave it to Beth.
Oh, he's a dear, isn't he? It's so good to be home in our dear house.
Come, Amy, show us what you brought back.
Oh, it's a king's ransom. You wouldn't believe all the experiences I had. I ate frogs. Actual frogs. And how is John? Is he still romantic?
Or so.
I knew it. Men are so amazing.
It's almost everything! Lori, I didn't know you were coming back too.
Yes, we all sailed on the same ship.
You look different.
Do I? I look taller. Didn't you so?
It was so good of you to comfort Amy on March after our loss of Beth.
When I heard the news, I was devastated. I was going to come visit you in New York. I thought about it.
I don't blame you. I was horrible. I was so unfeeling.
You said what you felt.
Lori, guess what? I told the story.
I knew you would, Joe. I've always had that sort of faith in you.
I know you did.
You know, you look different too. Very distinguished.
Really? I've missed you.
I missed you too. You know, I've learned something about myself.
What's that?
I was never meant to fly on golden wings.
Well, who is?
You are Joe. You're meant to soar. Me, I'm meant for more mundane things. I decided to go into grandfather's business. Now, I know it's the last thing I would ever have thought for myself, but the truth is I'm sort of fascinated by the prospects. I shall be wily and shrewd. Lori, there you are. Joe! Amy, did you tell Joe?
Tell me what?
The most amazing thing. Really quite a thing. You tell her. No, you tell her. All right. I'll tell her. We were under the bridge of sighs, under Italian skies. She was singing lullabies. He said he likes the way I sing.
Joe? Joe, I want you to have this. It's a book of my drawings. I drew all the things you should have seen. All the mountains and palaces and churches. I want you to have them.
Amy, no, I can't.
Yes, you can. We'll be close, Joe. That'll never change.
Never. Amy, thank you. They're beautiful. empty room. All I have are memories. I need a task to do. Someone give me a task to do. I need I thought that somehow we could always have forever. I thought the promises we made would have a different end. I thought the love we shared would keep us as we were. It was the fire within me. We dreamed and plotted with abandon in this attic. When we were gathered here, the room became our citadel. We were amazing then, my sisters and I. They were the fire within me. In this room I knew we were alive. Nothing was too painful to survive. We faced the world together, the four of us, forever side by side. Everything I promised was for them. I was theirs no matter where or when. How can that be lost forever? How when I gave everything with all my It was several days before Christmas. It was several days before Christmas. The four sisters sat about the parlor and grumbled about their fate. Meg, the oldest and most romantic, said,
It's not fair some girls have pretty things while we have